the States. I know that I think that it's U.S. is the only people that celebrate Thanksgiving. 'Cause I'm in Europe right now, and they definitely don't celebrate it over here. Today's a regular day in Europe. So, welcome on. Come on in. Come on in. Hi YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure as you're coming in to like the video. Today we have a really important live, like always. Okay, because guess what? Fibroids don't take a vacation. Y'all might be, you guys might be on vacation, but fibroids don't take a vacation. Okay, the fibroids do not take a vacation. And if you've been following me, I wrote a whole article on this on my Sacred Womb Letters, and also an email about this on the Thanksgiving the Thanksgiving fibroid survival kits, because that's very important. Because guess what? What you don't know is that fibroids can, when we talk about Thanksgiving dinner, it can make fibroid symptoms a lot worse. So there's that. Hold on, let me make sure that it is subscriber only that can comment on YouTube before we get started. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, hold on. Hold on. How did I do that again? Yes, I remember now. Okay, come on in, come on in. I hope you guys are doing good. Okay, so, okay. So only subscribers can comment on YouTube, because we gotta, yeah, good. Okay, no more bots, yay. Welcome, ladies. Hey, happy holidays. Hey, how are you, Monica? Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. I am in Spain, so they don't celebrate Thanksgiving here. But if you guys are watching from the States, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Today, I want to talk about the truth about why your fibroids have not shrunk yet, okay? I'm streaming live from TikTok as well as on YouTube as well. I want to talk about why. Hey, Ivana, welcome, welcome, welcome. As you guys are coming in, let me know where you guys are watching from. And again, if you're watching from the States, happy Thanksgiving. Okay, we may be on vacation, but these fibroids don't take a vacation. These symptoms don't take a vacation. So that's why I'm talking about it today. Before you guys get started eating those foods, the Thanksgiving dinner, going to your friends or family's homes, let's talk about fibroids. Let's talk about these fibroids. The truth about why your fibroids have not shrunk yet. Even though you've tried this, you've tried detoxing, you've tried cleansing, you tried this 30-day juice cleanse, you've tried this, you've tried that, you've tried water fasting, and you haven't seen a difference, right? Let's talk about it. Ohio, watching from Zimbabwe. Welcome. Okay, happy that you guys are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we always have women all over the world, and I love it. If you're watching from YouTube, hi, welcome. Let me know where you are watching from YouTube. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button, not just the heart button. Click the thumbs up button, YouTube, okay? Welcome, YouTube. Okay, we're talking about the truth as to why your fibroids haven't shrunk yet. Let's talk about it. I am live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. Let's go, okay? We have Zimbabwe and Ohio in the house. YouTube, I would love to know where you guys are watching from, okay? You cannot comment unless you're a subscriber, so be sure to subscribe to the channel to participate in the chat. All right, so let's talk about it. So for those that are watching me for the first time, let me know in the chat if you're watching this channel for the first time. Let me know on YouTube. Let me know on TikTok. Let me know if you're watching me for the first time. Hi and welcome. Happy that you're here. You're here for a reason. You're gonna love it here, because we really get to the nitty gritty when it comes to getting rid of fibroids. Because a lot of women, when we talk about fibroids, there's a lot of false information out there about fibroids. There's a lot. Okay, first time. Hi, Ivana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those that are new, my name is Sasha. Hi and welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I am a holistic womb specialist, okay? What are those? I help women dissolve their fibroids and also reverse chronic reproductive health conditions such as endometriosis, adenomyosis, PCOS, ovarian cyst. I also help through my womb detoxification framework that actually addresses the root cause. That gets to the root of why your fibroids developed, why your endometriosis developed, why your PCOS developed. I get to the root cause. We get to the root cause. That's what we do. We do root cause healing. And that is so important because you cannot heal anything. You cannot truly heal anything if you don't address the root cause. I need you guys to know, listen to me clearly. You cannot heal something if you don't address the root cause, right? So all these surface level random natural remedies, they're not getting to the root cause of the problem. And that's why you still have the fibroids. Okay. So if you have fibroids, I want to say this, although it's not your fault, it is your responsibility to get to the root cause, get to the root cause and completely heal your body, completely heal your womb, right? Nobody can jump into your body and do that for you. Now, I can help you through the process, but nobody can actually, you have to actually do the work. So it is your responsibility if you have fibroids. It's not your fault. I'm not blaming you, but it was your, you know, your lifestyle that led to having fibroids, that led to developing fibroids. So what, you know, at that time you didn't know, but now that you know, it's time, you have to make the necessary changes. You cannot think that you're going to live the same life and get rid of the fibroids. A lot of people have been trying to do that for years and still have the fibroids. You want to live the same life, engage in the same toxic habits, and you think taking a supplement is going to get rid of a 10-centimeter fibroid. It ain't going to happen. And you know that. You're smart enough to know that, okay? Do you believe that relaxer can create the fibroids? It can contribute? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because relaxers have literally endocrine disruptors. So yeah, you definitely don't want to do a relaxer. You just don't. Now, welcome everybody. Be sure if you're watching from YouTube, I see you guys clicking the heart button. Don't do that. Well, you could do that if you want to, but click the thumbs up button. Okay, the thumbs up button on the channel, the thumbs up button, okay? YouTube, come on now, okay? Yes, can we get to our goal for this live stream? Can we get to 10,000 likes? Can we get to 10,000 likes on TikTok, okay? Can we get to 10,000 likes? I know we can do it, okay. So the information I'm about to give you is things that your doctor is not gonna tell you. It's things that you haven't heard more than likely online. It's gonna take you out of confusion when it comes to fibroids. It's going to present with you the information so you can know what to do to actually move forward, okay? Thank you, Joyce Sent, for pressing on that like button. Thank you, Shanghai. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right, for pressing on that like. Thank you, ladies. Let's get to 10,000. During this live stream, why not? Let's get to 10,000. Why not? Okay. So you may have changed your diet, and let me know if this is you. You may have changed your diet. You bought the supplements, right? You did the cleanse, you did the juice cleanse. You may have a cabinet full of teas, and the fibroids are still there. Because I have women tell me all the time, I've tried everything to get rid of fibroids, and I've done this, I've done that. But none of what they've done has gotten to the root cause of the problem. It's just them addressing surface level symptoms and not actually getting to the root cause of why their body developed fibroids, right? They're not actually addressing the internal environment in their body. And this comes out of not understanding what's going on in the body when you have fibroids. A lot of women don't know that your lymphatic system is congested when you have fibroids. A lot of women don't know that your digestive system, your gut is backed up when you have fibroids. A lot of women don't know that the hormones are all out of balance when you have fibroids. Those hormones are completely, and it's not just estrogen and progesterone. There's an entire hormone hierarchy, right? So we have a series of hormones that are out of balance when we have fibroids. It's important for you to understand and know that, right? So this is about you. When it comes to healing your body, it's all about you having more precision. You can't just be all over the place. No. We have to target that actual fibroid. We have to target the root causes, to target the hormonal imbalances, target what actually caused the fibroid to develop in the body, okay? And a lot of women, like I said, they're not doing that. You taking a T is not targeting the root cause. Hear me clearly. You taking a T ain't targeting the root cause. Okay, so we have to, there's a reason why your body developed fibroids. There's a reason why your hormones became out of balance. Your body became congested with toxins, because this is what's going on when you have fibroids. The liver became overloaded. This is what's going on in the body when we have fibroids. Hi, Aisha. Welcome. Okay, so let's go through the reasons why your fibroids have not shrunk yet. Okay, you guys can also ask me questions as well. We're trying to get to 10,000 likes, so thank you guys for liking the video. I appreciate that. Make sure that you guys like the video as well on YouTube. Okay, and also YouTube, share this live with some women that you know that have fibroids, because guess what? You may be on vacation, but fibroids don't take a vacation. Some of you right now are going through heavy cycles, heavy periods, pain. And when you eat this huge Thanksgiving dinner, if you're watching from the US, it's going to be worse. That's why I got my people ready for Thanksgiving. If you're on my email list, I got y'all ready for Thanksgiving, because listen, you cannot eat like other people eat when you have fibroids. You're doing nothing but feeding that fibroid, okay? So you eating all this crap, mac and cheese and Thanksgiving, and turkey. You're literally feeding the fibroid. I'm not telling you guys not to eat and enjoy with your family. But what I am telling you, be very mindful about what you're eating. Okay? Be very mindful. Don't be over there eating all this crap, these huge plates of crap. And we have a gluttony problem in the US. Don't get me started on that. We have a huge gluttony problem in the US. And it's actually very sickening. Don't get me started on that. But anyway, so we're talking about why, the truth as to why your fibroids have not shrunk yet. No matter what you're doing, the truth. You thought that a detox was going to erase a decade of having fibroids. Some of you have been having fibroids for 10 years. Let me know in the chat, how long have you been suffering with fibroids? YouTube, let me know in the chat, how long have you been suffering with fibroids? TikTok, let me know. You thought that a detox, a simple detox was going to get rid of the fact that you've been suffering with fibroids for 10 years. Some of you have been suffering with fibroids for 5 years. I've had people on my channel that have commented before that was suffering for 30 years, 25 years, 10 years now. See? So you doing a detox, because I have women that literally, you said 2 years, Aisha. Okay. I have women that literally, since my early 20s, I have been in good shape, eating healthy. So, Ivana, are you dealing with fibroids? And let me know, how long ago was that? Okay. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. We have a goal to get to 10,000 likes on YouTube. Okay. So here's the thing. A lot of you guys have been suffering from fibroids for many years. Okay. A lot of you guys have been suffering with fibroids. 18 years with fibroids. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. So we have 2 years, we have 18 years, we have 10 years. What does that show you? That shows you that if you've been dealing with fibroids for that long, your body, your hormones are completely out of balance. Your body is in a state of stress. You're highly inflamed. Your lymphatic system is all congested, right? Eating healthy and exercising is not enough. Eating healthy and exercising is great. But then I have to ask you, what does eating healthy mean to you? Because there's a difference between eating healthy and eating a womb healing diet. There's a difference between eating healthy, what society deems as healthy, and actually eating a diet that's going to aid you in healing your womb. It's completely different. Okay? Completely different, because there's so many weird diets nowadays, right? And then also too, exercise is great, but it's not going to get rid of it's not going to get rid of your fibroids. Let me say that again, because I have so many women asking me about exercise. You should exercise for your overall health, absolutely, but it's not going to get rid of your fibroids. Exercise is not going to get rid of your fibroids. I need y'all to hear this, okay? Right? So that is not a protocol in getting rid of fibroids. It's not a protocol. And there's actually certain exercise that you can do to make the symptoms worse, depending, but that's a whole other conversation, right? Should you exercise? Absolutely, yes. But not in a way that's going to stress your body out, in a way that's actually going to help your lymphatic system, right? That's also going to that's going to aid in the process, but exercise alone is not going to do it, okay? Now, so that is one thing. It takes more than a detox. It takes more than a tea to get rid of fibroids. It actually takes you addressing the root cause of the problem, right? Hormonally. And also when you have fibroids, your elimination organs are overloaded, from the liver to the lymphatic, to the kidneys, to the gut, the colon. Like, your elimination pathways are overloaded. And they're not working to their full capacity when you're dealing with fibroids. So that's why it's so important that it's not just you detoxing and being it's not just you detoxing and being on how can I say it? Hold on. Okay. It's not just a detox, about a detox. It's not just you being on a detox and, going back to your old habits right after. No. It's not just detoxing. No. It's you actually getting your body to the point where it's detoxifying every single day. Did you know that your body's supposed to detoxify itself every day? Your body was literally designed for that. So women think that if they go on a detox, they're going to get rid of their fibroid. No. And they still have the fibroids after. You may feel a little better, right? You may relieve some symptoms, but you're going to still have the fibroid. It's not going to take away the fibroid, okay? So how is by getting to the root cause of the problem. It's by addressing your hormones. It's by addressing those elimination organs, right? It's by getting to the root of why your body developed fibroids. So instead of anybody asking how did I get rid of fibroids? You need to first ask, how did my body develop fibroids? That should be the first question, because that's where we have to start thinking in terms of, when it comes to our health, long term, and not thinking so short term. How can we get results today? You got to think more long term, right? First, you have to understand what's going on with your body when you have fibroids. Why did your body develop fibroids? Okay, estrogen dominance for me. So it's not just you, Ivana. Why did your body become estrogen dominant? If you have fibroids by default, you're estrogen dominant. And it's not just when you're, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about estrogen dominance because a lot of women think that it's just about estrogen. No, when you're estrogen dominant, there's a series of hormones that are out of balance. But if you have fibroids, if you have, ovarian cysts, if you have PCOS, endometriosis, adenomyosis, you are estrogen dominant. Okay? And I told you guys, if you guys have been following me for any length of time, that's a very dangerous hormonal imbalance. Because guess what? You know what else is estrogen dominant condition? Ovarian cancer, breast cancer, uterine cancer, endometrial cancer. And that's not to scare you to say, but the risk factor for these things are there when you're estrogen dominant. So you have to get your body out of an estrogen dominant state. Yeah, birth control will do it. If you're on birth control, hear me clearly, get out of it, get off of it ASAP. Any type, I don't care what type it is, get off of it. You're poisoning your body, okay? Birth control, you are poisoning your body. You're poisoning yourself, right? Even if you don't feel the effects of it now, you'll feel the effects of it later, okay? So if you're on birth control, it's not just your body, it jacks up, it literally strips the body of nutrients, the gut of nutrients. It literally infuses synthetic hormones into your body. So it's not even just you, Ivana. It literally jacks up women's bodies. Literally, it's like poisoning your body every single day. And because some women, while they're on birth control, they may not feel the effects. So they don't really understand and know what they're doing to their body until they get off of it. Then they feel the effects. Typically, women that have on birth control, unless you greatly detoxify your body, detox the effects of birth control, they develop health conditions later on. Some right after, some it takes years to develop. Because especially if you're on birth control for like over 6 months to a year, or longer, you're literally infusing your body with synthetic hormones. Your body is very intelligent, okay? It understands the difference between your hormones, your natural hormones, and synthetic hormones. It knows the difference. So it's literally, like I said, you just overloading the liver, causing more toxins into your body. So if you're on birth control, get off of it ASAP. I'm telling you that right now. Get off of it. How do we detox? You don't want to do a detox. You want to actually get your body to the point where it's detoxifying itself every day. You don't want to just do a detox. Y'all been doing detoxes for years and still got the fibroids. It's not about a detox, right? So let's talk about it. The reason why your fibroids haven't shifted, haven't shrunk, is because you haven't changed your day-to-day life. This one's a huge one. You haven't changed the way you live your day-to-day life, okay? You may have changed your diet for a few weeks. You may have added supplements. You may have done a cleanse, but your life stayed the same. Your life cannot stay the same if you're trying to heal your womb. I need y'all to listen to me clearly. Your life cannot stay the same if you're trying to heal your womb. You're still overworking. You're still stressed out. You're still overthinking. You still are creating stress in your body. You still are dealing with the same stress. You're still lacking boundaries. You're still a people pleaser. You're still rushing. You still have late nights. You're still not sleeping well. You're still not taking care of your body, right? You're still living this chaotic lifestyle. You're still not taking care of yourself. And you think that you're going to get rid of fibroids. It's not going to happen, right? You're literally causing your body to become more inflamed, right? And continuously causing your body to not be able to detoxify itself properly. When your body's in a state of stress and inflammation, it can't detoxify itself properly. It can't cleanse out properly, right? You're literally causing your body to be in a state of fight or flight. So you're so right. Yeah, y'all been doing this for a long time. The reason why you still have the fibroids, this is what people want to do. This is what women want to do. They just want to take a supplement and still live their stressful, horrible life and never again address the real problem. That's not going to happen. You're not going to get rid of the fibroids like that. I'm so sorry. You're just not. You're just not. Okay. And if you're just coming on, our goal is 10,000 likes in this live stream. Okay. So let's go. Let's go. Thank you. How do we get our bodies to detoxify itself every single day? You have to get out of your body's way of detoxing, number one. So what are you doing to, again, cause your body to not be able to detoxify itself every day? First of all, you want to get your body out of a state of stress. That's number one. Your body cannot detox every single day if it's in a state of stress, okay? Also, too, What fibroids is, it literally is a reflection of your long-term habits. It's a reflection of how you're treating your bodies, your mind, and your soul. It's literally a reflection of that. So if you have neglected yourself, that's why fibroids are there. There's some type of self-neglect that happen when you have fibroids. So if you have fibroids currently, there's some type of self-neglect that caused that to happen. It could be spiritually, it could be physically. It's probably all of them. Spiritually, emotionally, there's some type of self-neglect that happened. And that's why the fibroids are present. They're a reflection of the hidden parts of you. What are we neglecting, right? So, and it's not just about physically what you're doing to get rid of fibroids, emotionally too. We're going to get to that too. Emotionally, energetically, what are we holding on to? What are we suppressing? Those things need to be addressed when we're dealing with fibroids, okay? So another thing I want to talk about is a lot of women, fibroids can be caused by self-neglect. Is. Spiritually, emotionally, self-abandonment. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a form of self-abandonment and neglect when we have fibroids that we have taken part in when we have fibroids, right? So it's important that you understand and know that. This is why I say when you have fibroids, when you're on a womb healing journey, it's not just, oh, what can we physically do to get rid of fibroids? No, emotionally and spiritually, we have to change too. And a lot of people don't want to do that work. A lot of people, like I said, want to keep their same life and still get rid of the fibroids, and it's not going to happen. Okay, this is why you see women continuously regrowing fibroids for decades or dealing with fibroids for 10 years, 15 years. And then they'll tell me, oh my God, I've been trying to get rid of my fibroids, but they haven't been doing the work. They have not gotten to the root cause of the problem. You taking a supplement and doing a cleanse is not you getting rid of fibroids. I'm so sorry. I'm saying this out of love because y'all have to stop thinking that these short-term things are helping you get rid of actual tumors. This is a serious, fibroids is serious. It's no joke. It's literally your body's engine light going off. And it can lead to much worse issues in the body, right? You don't understand that fibroids is a full body issue. It's not just a uterine issue. Fibroids is not just a uterine issue. So it's important that you know and understand what's really going on in your body when you have fibroids, okay? I realize when I'm less stressed, they shrink, and when I'm stressed up, I feel them getting bigger. So your body's literally talking to you. Why aren't you listening? You got to listen to your body, hon. You have to listen to your body, hon. Marsha says, I'm sad. Why are you sad? Why are you sad? Don't be sad. You have control over your reproductive health. You should not be sad. If you know, you should actually feel empowered that you have control over your reproductive health. You shouldn't feel sad, right? You shouldn't feel sad. So let's get to another reason why your fibroids are not shrinking, okay? You're focused on only estrogen instead of your entire hormone hierarchy. I say this in almost every live. If you have fibroids, it's not just about estrogen. Yes, your estrogen is out of balance, but it's not just about estrogen. Your hormones are out of balance. Your hormones are out of balance when you have fibroids. And it doesn't start with the sex hormones. It starts at the foundation with the foundational hormones. That's why I said it's so important to get to the root cause of the problem. Okay. Oh, we're almost halfway at 10,000 likes. Come on now. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Okay. So you got to start the foundational hormones, right? You cannot get to the sex hormones until you start the foundation. And if you're on my email list, which if you're not on my email list, you need to be. The link is in my bio to join our email list. If you watch from YouTube, the link is in my description box to join our email list. Get on my email list, okay? My email a couple days ago, I literally broke down the hormone hierarchy and how it works and how your foundational hormones are cortisol and insulin. And if your sex hormones are out of balance, so is your cortisol and insulin. You guys already know cortisol is the stress hormone. You guys already know that insulin is blood sugar. And sometimes we think just because we took a test and we were okay, then that means that everything's fine. That's not the truth, because your blood sugar will compensate for a while, right? So don't get me started on that. I have an overlap polyp. Okay. Yes, it's all connected. It's all connected, right? It's not just fibroids. It's not just a uterine problem. You guys have to get that out of your mind. It's a full body issue. It's your body's engine light going off. It's important to listen. You don't want this to become a problem decades. I don't want you to be 60s, 70s dealing with fibroids. And this is a reality. If you don't get it together, that's going to be reality. And the worst part about fibroids is that women that have fibroids have the worst perimenopausal symptoms, the worst menopausal symptoms. Yeah, the worst, because your hormones are out of balance, right? We're dealing with toxin overload, okay? And after years and decades of your hormones becoming out of balance, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And the symptoms get worse and worse and worse. So you're literally setting yourself up to suffer. And instead of you actually addressing this now, getting to the root cause of the problem now and healing your hormones, then shrinking and dissolving your fibroids, then we don't have to worry about fibroids. And some of you guys even want to get pregnant. You got to address your hormones. You have to heal this. You have to get rid of these damn fibroids. Okay? So it's not just about estrogen. It's your hormones are out of balance. You got to get to the foundational hormones first before estrogen. Shanghai, I appreciate you so much. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Yes, let's get to 10,000 likes. We're trying to get to 10,000 likes, okay? So another reason why you still have the fibroids, your fibroids have not shrunk. Let's talk about it. You think that they will, let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you were told your fibroids will magically shrink during menopause. Put a 1 in the chat if you were told by maybe a doctor, maybe some online, because you know online has all the lies about fibroids, all the worst information about fibroids. Put a 1 in the chat if you were told that during menopause they will magically shrink and they will magically go away, even though women that are perimenopausal and menopausal, they're getting fibroids at the highest rates ever. Like literally, if you look at studies, right? Put a 1 in the chat by a man. Okay, y'all have to, these doctors that are telling you guys these lies, it's time to get new doctors. And it's not even just male doctors saying that. Literally female doctors are telling those lies as well. And you have so many women dealing with fibroids that are in their 50s, 60s, even 70s. As a matter of fact, the highest rate of women being diagnosed with fibroids, if you look at their ages, they're dealing with perimenopause and menopause. Premenopausal fibroids are at an all-time high. Okay? So if you are in your 20s or 30s and you don't get to the root cause of the problem and get rid of these fibroids, prepare to be dealing with fibroids for decades to come. Decades to come. I don't know about you guys, but when I was dealing with fibroids, I didn't want this to be a recurring issue in my life. I didn't want to be, you want to be free. Okay? And Marsh, tell me, was they right? Why do they say that if it's not true? Cake Slice, 99% of what you hear about fibroids online is not true. Unfortunately, you're listening to doctors who okay, so let me just say this right. Doctors are not trained to heal you. They're trained to diagnose you. They're not trained to get to the root cause of the problem. They're trained to medicate you, suppress your symptoms, give you some temporary relief, surgically cut you open. That's it. They're not trained to actually heal you and get to the root cause of the problem. They're not trained for that, right? And especially when it comes to reproductive health conditions, especially when it comes to fibroids, right? So I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor when it comes to fibroids, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Because they're not going to help you get to the root cause of the problem. If you're interested in actually getting to the root cause of fibroids and getting rid of your fibroids naturally, shrinking and dissolving your fibroids, a doctor can't help you do that. They can help you cut them out, but guess what? They'll grow right back. They'll grow right. And some of you guys have experienced that. Put a 1 in the chat if you experience your fibroids growing back after surgery. So doctors will say anything. This is outdated textbook medical, anything in their medical books that's completely outdated, right? And you have to understand that your doctor is working for a system, unfortunately, that's not there for your healing. That's there to keep you as a lifetime customer. Okay? Cake Slice, let me know. Are you in the US? Let me know if you're in the US. Unfortunately, they're not there to heal you. They're just not there to heal you. They're there to make you a lifetime customer. Okay? Yes, they recommend birth control and surgery. That's what I got for you. Birth control, surgery, and medication. When it comes to fibroids, that's all they got. Those 3 options. So you continuously looking at your doctor and thinking they're going to save you from fibroids, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Some of you guys have been going there to get help with fibroids for decades and still got the fibroids. It doesn't make any sense. I realized that early on. They're not going to help you with the fibroids. I'm so sorry. I don't care what test you take, How many times you check this, you check that, you're still gonna walk, or ask them about the fibroids, you're still gonna walk out of there with the same fibroids. I'm sorry. Okay? And then even too, they continuously going to them for reproductive health, unfortunately, it causes more anxiety, it causes more stress, right? Some of you guys are even having issues with fertility, unfortunately, because that's what fibroids, depending on the location of the fibroid, it can make it harder to get pregnant. Some of you guys are currently experiencing that. And your doctor can't really do anything besides say surgery, but then you grow the fibroid back and you still have the conditions in your body that cause the fibroid to develop. So then what good is it? My doctor never helped me with fibroids, just recommended a hysterectomy. And Miss Terry, you're not the only one. Unfortunately, they're not there to help you with fibroids. They're not, besides taking out your uterus, surgery, or birth control, there's nothing else they can do. So I'm saying this with love. Y'all gotta stop expecting them to do anything else than what they were taught. They weren't taught to heal. They were taught to just suppress the problem or cut it out. But then they're not actually getting to the root cause of the problem, so they just will redevelop. So it's important that you know and understand that, so you're not continuously going to the doctor asking for help when they can't help you. There's nothing they can do. I don't care what country you live in, right? There's nothing they can do, right? There is some countries out there with better healthcare, but still, when it comes to fibroids, I've had clients from all over the world at this point, Caribbean, even African countries. The European doctors are horrible. Don't get me started on that, especially if you live in the UK. They're even worse. So thankfully I declined surgery, but I know a lot of women don't. Yeah, unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. A lot of women are taking out their uteruses, thinking that there's women out there taking out their uteruses that actually do want to have children, but they think that that's their only that's the only thing they can do is have a hysterectomy due to fibroids because of what their doctor told them. Don't allow that to be you. Don't allow it to be you. You're so desperate for relief that you just take out your uterus. Or you're so desperate for relief, you actually allow them to cut you open and take out the fibroid, but they're not taking out the conditions that cause the fibroid to develop. So then what's the point? Okay? So a lot of women think their fibroids will magically shrink during menopause. They're not going to. I'm here to tell you this as somebody that works with women in their 40s, 50s, that still have fibroids, postmenopausal fibroids. They're not going to shrink because you have, because you're in menopause. They're not. As a matter of fact, they're going to get bigger and they're going to get worse. And the symptoms will get worse. I'm here to tell you this, okay? I know your doctor's not telling you this. It's saying that, oh my God, it'll be magic. And as soon as you hit menopause, they're not. Look at the research. Talk to women that have fibroids in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. Stop allowing them to lie to you, okay? I know that we want a sprinkle of hope, but listen, no, it's you actually have control over your health. You have control. Stop putting the control in their hands. You have the control. You got to do the work. They can't do it for you. Even with my clients, I can't do the work for them. I guide them on the process of healing. I can't do it. I can't jump into their bodies and do the work for them. So you have to want to actually heal. You actually have to want a better life. You can't continuously do the same things that you were doing before when you develop the fibroids and think that you're going to heal like that. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not going to happen. All right? So another thing too, and for those that are watching, if you've been following me, you know that we have Black Friday offers. I'm just going to put that out there. And it's strictly for women that are serious, that really, really, really are making the moves now to say that, to position themselves for 2025 to be the last year that they deal with fibroids. I'm talking to women that are serious about their life, okay? That know, listen, this is the last year I'm going to deal with these fibroids. 2025 will be the last year that I deal with fibroids. 2026, they're going to be gone. That are serious about that, okay? If that is you, we have 2 ways to work, 2 Black Friday offers. We have our Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vault. That's literally 15 upgraded, high-level, high-impactful trainings and PDFs as well that literally help you dissolve your fibroids. So, and if you want to read the list of long trainings that we have, new trainings are in there as well. The link is in my bio, but it's only $300 right now for Black Friday. Monday, after Monday, it's going to go up to $500 because that's the regular price. Over 15 trainings, upgraded high-level trainings, and these is strategically placed for high-level results. Okay, so this is for women that are serious about getting rid of their fibroids. That's a self-study course. Okay, that's one of our Black Friday offers. Our second one is you can, for women that want to work with me, our 3-month intensive. Okay, and you get a huge discount if you register during Black Friday weekend. If you want to know more information about that, the link is in my bio. If you're watching from YouTube, if you're watching from if you're watching from TikTok, excuse me, the link is in my bio for our advanced fibroid, our Black Friday offers, which is our advanced fibroid healing mastery vault and the 3-month intensive. Okay, the link is in my bio for more information on that. If you're watching from TikTok, from YouTube, sorry, the link is in my description box for those Black Friday offers. Okay, all the information is there. Okay, now we're talking about, and we're almost at, okay, shout out to TikTok. We're almost at 10,000 likes. Let's continue until we get there. Now, just sign up. Okay, great. You'll get it. So for those that just signed up for which one did you sign up for? Juju. Is it the Advanced Fibroid Healing Vault, Mastery Vault? For those that sign up for the Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vault, it's officially being released tomorrow. So you'll get that in your email tomorrow. The mastery class. Okay, great. Okay, awesome. Yes, I know that's right, Juju. Setting yourself up for a completely fibroid-free 2026. Okay, so check it out if you haven't. It's only $300, and it will go up on after Black Friday weekend. All right. So another reason why your fibroids have not shrunk yet. Let's talk about it. You haven't addressed the emotional and energetic reasons for fibroids. Put it in the chat. If you already knew, put a 1 in the chat if you already knew that fibroids also are, you're suppressed. There's emotional root causes to fibroids. Put in the chat, okay? There's emotional root causes to fibroids. Put a 1 in the chat. You're buying the vault. Okay, you're buying the Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vault. I know that's right. Be sure to buy it before the price goes up, Marsh. So okay, Miss Terry. Okay, put in the chat if you know that fibroids. Marsh. Okay, it can help your fibroid. Yes, it can help your cycle return. But honestly, I would recommend the 3-month intensive. I would strongly recommend, because I want you to actually work with me for 3 months. Because if our cycle is gone, we're dealing with some deep hormonal issues, right? Hormonal blockages, right? Toxin overload. So look into the 3-month intensive. That will serve you a lot better, okay? Now, for the, what was I going to say? So put a 1 in the chat if you already knew that fibroids means suppressed emotional. There's a lot of emotional trauma that we're holding on to, whether it's whether it's childhood trauma, whether it's heartbreak, grief. You're suppressing. There's a lot of things that you're either suppressing or you're wearing your trauma, right? So you're wearing. When I say wearing, I mean that you're holding on to it. So you're either suppressing it, right? Or you're holding on to it. Damn, I signed up for the Master Vault, but I think I need the 3-month intensive. So the 3-month intensive is not a course. It's you work with me for 3 months. It's a high-level program, okay? So if you sign up for that instead, I will refund you for the vaults, Juju. If you sign up for the 3-month intensive instead, okay? That's where you work with me for 3 months, okay? So if you're not ready to work with me, because this is high level, I'm going to help you along the way, but you will get rid of fibroids. I'll tell you that for sure if you're working with me. Now, for those that are taking the Mastery Vault, you take those on your own. So you have to actually do the work. But when you're working with me, I'm going to make sure you do the work, okay? I'm going to be on you. And you have me along the journey. So that is it's much more impactful, okay? So if you want to know which one you should get, the 3-month intensive. Okay, we start January 1st, but you can lock in a special price if you join by this Black Friday weekend. All right, so you haven't addressed the emotional and energetic reasons for fibroids. That's why you still have the fibroids. That's why you can't let go of your old habits that cause the fibroids. That's why it's so hard for you to take care of yourself. This is why it's so hard for you. It's so easy for you to abandon yourself and neglect yourself and fall into this, putting yourself on the back burner, right? Because we haven't addressed the emotional and energetic reasons of why our body developed fibroids, okay? So it's important that it's not just physically, what can I do? Change my diet. And all. It's not just that. No. We have to do emotional healing as well. We have to bring up the suppressed trauma, the suppressed emotional trauma, and release it. We can't continue to hold on to heartbreaks and childhood trauma and abandonment wounds and rejection and think that our body's going to heal. No. That literally creates a state of stress. We got 10,000 likes on TikTok. Hey, thank you, Shanghai. Thankful for you. Thank you. I wish you was on all my lives. I appreciate that so much. And I am Paula as well. You too. Yes, and we can let's get higher. I love it. So it's important for you to know that it's not just you. It's not just physical reasons why your body developed fibroids. It's also emotional patterns as to why your body developed fibroids. It's really important. So you have to. When we talk about the 3-month intensive, we work on the full woman. When I say that, I mean we bridge physical and emotional work together. Okay? Shadow work too. Okay? Fibroids changed my life. I wish I met you 10 years ago. Oh man, listen, I totally understand. I'm so sorry to hear that. But you met me now. So many women have told me, I wish I would have worked with you 10 years ago. I wish I would have worked with you 5 years ago. But you found me now for a reason. Okay? So take advantage of it, because we can't change the past, but we can change the future. We can change the present and we can change the future. We can change the present and we can change the future. Okay? And I know dealing with fibroids, oh my God, it can really, I had somebody tell me that their 20s were ruined completely due to fibroids, right? It can really ruin, like the symptoms can get bad enough to literally ruin your life. A lot of women are dealing with fertility issues because of fibroids, right? A lot of women have dealt with recurring miscarriages due to fibroids. Your periods are awful when you have fibroids. A lot of women are dealing with what I call the fibroid belly, which their belly is expanded and they have the appearance of looking pregnant due to fibroids. So fibroids can really, truly ruin your life, right? And because it really feels like a foreign object, a foreign invader in your body. It feels like your body doesn't belong to you. And it's hard to build a connection to your body when you have fibroids, and to love your body, right, when you have fibroids. It's very difficult. You start to hate it and despise yourself almost. And it also has an effect on how you feel as a woman, right? So it's important to understand that because we also have to do the work around that. Heavy bleeding and fibroid belly, it's so not cool at all. I am Paula, I was there. I totally understand, I was there. But you know the beauty of it is it can completely eradicate. Hear me clearly, everybody. So it's not just your fibroids that can dissolve. So can your symptoms. And do you know the beauty of when you're healing your womb and you're actually getting to the root cause of the problem? If you put in the work, you see a huge difference within you. You see your symptoms drastically decrease within 30 days. Just by the vaults alone, we had an edition of the vault that we released earlier this year. A woman went from literally a football-sized fibroid. Y'all hear me clearly. And we have the before and after pictures to prove it. A football-sized fibroid to her fibroid. To a few months later, it was almost 6 centimeters. But it started out the size of a football. She literally looked 9 months pregnant. If you look at her before picture, you're like, she was pregnant. She'd never been pregnant. That was a fibroid. That was the fibroid enlarging her uterus and pushing and poking out to make her look pregnant. Literally. And now her stomach is like, it dissolved so much in just like, what was it, a month or so. Right? And the last time she checked, her fibroid now is 6 centimeters. And I told her, listen, keep following the vault. We can get rid of that in a couple months. If you're following the trainers and you're doing what you're doing. So that's what the vault was able to do. So if you haven't gotten the advanced fibroid healing mastery vault, first of all, the top tier is working with me. That's where you're going to get the most results. But if you're not able to work with me, the second option, get that advanced fibroid healing vault, mastery vault. It's only $300. And this vault in the 2026 edition is the upgraded vaults with the upgraded trainings. Don't miss this, okay? Because after Monday, it's gonna be $500. And after 2025, that's it. We're not gonna have it on the site anymore. So don't miss out on it. And it's lifetime access, by the way. You have lifetime access to these trainings. Lifetime access. Okay? If you want more information about our advanced fibroid healing vaults, the link is in my bio. If you want more information if you're watching from YouTube, the link is in my description box. Okay? Now, the reason why you haven't got rid of your fibroids, you keep trying these random remedies. Like I said, you're trying vitamin D pills one day, this cleanse, fancy cleanse the next day. You're trying this acupuncture, this tea. You're trying all of these things instead of an entire framework of getting to the root cause of the problem. How is a tea going to help you get to the root cause of the problem? It's not. It's literally you wasting your time. It may make you feel a little better. It may help you with your symptoms a little bit temporarily, but it's not addressing the root causes of why your body developed fibroids. It's not addressing the liver. It's not addressing the kidneys. It's not addressing the organs in your body. It's not supporting the organs in your body that are overloaded. It's not getting your body out of a state of stress. It's not healing your hormones, right? So stop trying all of this whole string of random remedies and actually get to the root cause of the problem. Do what actually works, right? Target that fibroid. This is why I talk about root cause healing, because you got to get to the root cause of the problem and stop playing around, right? So that's important. Let me know in the chat if you've tried a lot of things to get rid of your fibroids. Let me know in the chat, because I always have people say, I've tried everything to get rid of fibroids. If you've tried everything to get rid of fibroids, let me know in the chat, okay? Another reason why your fibroids are not shrinking is because you're outsourcing your healing instead of taking full control of your reproductive health. A lot of women don't want to take full control of their reproductive health, right? You're waiting on the perfect doctor. Oh, if I just had the perfect doctor, if I just had, get the perfect test, right? Whether it's the hormone test or whatever test you're talking about, right? If I get the perfect supplement, I'm going to heal. I'm going to get rid of fibroids. You're waiting on somebody to come save you from yourself, and nobody's going to come to save you from yourself. People can direct you on what to do, like myself, and guide you guide you as you heal your womb, but they cannot come into your body and save you. You have to save you. So instead of you putting so much energy on looking for what test should I take, what supplements should I take, how about you actually do the real work? You actually do the real work and take control of your body, take control of your health, do the real work. A lot of people don't want control of their health, which is crazy to me. You want to outsource that to a doctor. It's not going to happen. You're going to be like everybody else, be sick for decades, deal with hormonal imbalances, perimenopausal symptoms, bigger and bigger fibroids, if you don't wake up and take control of your health, okay? So it's important that you got to address the root cause of the problem. You can't get away from that. You can't avoid that, or you're going to suffer. I'm so sorry. I got to give it to you straight. Nobody's going to give it to you straight like I'm going to give it to you. You got to get to the root cause of why your body developed fibroids, or you're going to continuously suffer, period. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody. People can show you the way, but they can't come into your body and actually make you do it, right? They can guide you along the process, but they can't enter your body and do it for you. You have to do the work. You have to be committed to healing, and you have to take control of your health. Take control. This is your body, right? Your livelihood. You got to take control of it. Nothing is happening to you. It's you. I'm saying this out of love. Nothing is happening to you. It's you. It's you getting in your way of healing. Your body was literally designed to self-correct, to heal. It's a self-healing organism. So if your body is not healing, if your body has fibroids, if you're dealing with endometriosis, if you're dealing with heavy bleeding, if you're dealing with this big old fibroid belly, it's you that's in your own way. You got to get out of your way and allow your body to heal. Do what it's supposed to do. Okay? Okay? And I know I'm yelling because I'm passionate about this. We got to stop acting like victims. You're not a victim. You got to do the work. You have to take control of your life. Take control of your healing. You cannot just sit there on the sidelines while your health gets worse and worse and worse, while your fibroids get bigger and bigger and bigger, while they start multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. You can't just continuously sit there and wait for it to happen. No. Okay? So I say all that to say, listen, you got to take control of your health. You got to take control of your health. Nobody's coming to save you. And you have to decide. I want women to follow me who have made a decision that this is the last year they're dealing with fibroids. This is the last year they're dealing with endometriosis. The last year that they're dealing with fertility issues, and that are serious about doing the work. That are not going to sit there and just fall to the wayside and just complain about fibroids but not doing anything to get rid of them. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, okay? All right? So as you guys, if y'all are in the States and y'all are going to eat this huge Thanksgiving dinner, think about those fibroids. You're literally feeding those fibroids. I'm not telling you not to eat, but I am telling you, listen, to be mindful of what you eat. Be mindful of what you're eating so we're not continuously feeding the fibroid, feeding the cyst, feeding the toxicity in our body, okay? So I say all that to say that we do, for those that women that are desiring to be free of fibroids, that again, know that 2025 is their last year of dealing with fibroids. We do have amazing Black Friday offers. We have our Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vaults. That's only $300. Over 15 trainings, upgraded trainings, and PDFs forms. Literally high impactful trainings that are literally helping you through the process of dissolving your fibroids. Okay? From, oh my God, there's so many trainings in there. The Rapid Fibroid Healing Accelerator. We have detoxes in there, right? And showing you how the correct way to detox. 7-day fibroid detox, the correct way to do it. Because a lot of you guys don't even know how to detox your body, right? Showing you, also have a training helping you throughout the whole process. The full fibroid elimination, it's so many trainings in there. The full fibroid elimination framework. We have the also the fibroid shrinking nutritional diet in there. We have the emotional and energetic root causes of fibroid and how to heal from them. We got so many trainings in there, right? If you want to read the list of trainings, click the link in my bio, Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vault. If you're watching from YouTube, click the link in my description box, okay? So that is all. We have the 3-month intensive as a Black Friday offer. You can join now at the Black Friday rates, or we have our, what is that called? The Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vaults. This is strictly for women that want to be fibroid free. They don't want to just talk about it. They actually want to do it. Okay? So there's 2 different offers. It's time. You have to make a decision this holiday season. Do I want to heal, or do I want to keep these fibroids? Okay, I'm saying that out of love. All right, if you have a question, be sure that you can message me or you can email me, okay? You can email me if you're watching from YouTube. The link is in my description box. My email, is in my description box. If you have a question, send me a message. If you're like, what offer should I pick? Which one? Send me a message, okay? Send me a message if you're serious about healing, okay? Y'all have a great day. Don't eat too much. If you're watching from the U.S., don't eat too much, okay? Don't eat too much. All right, bye. All right, bye.